Hello, welcome to Tomorrow Again. Sorry, my glasses are looking crazy. I'm getting ready to get some more. I have a bad habit of going to sleep, watching TV, and I have my glasses on, and then this is what happens. They get bent up. It's been a while since I've made a video. It's been a couple of months. Not much has changed except maybe I've gained 15 pounds. My health is a lot better. I don't feel sluggish and tired anymore. And I think it's probably due to my medicine. And I think exercising uh, might be helping as well. I don't do a lot of exercise, but whenever I can, I try to get moving. I don't spend a lot of time sitting down or laying down. And I think that helps too. And I try to watch what I eat, but since I'm not working now, I, that's what I do. It seems like that's all I do is eat. So I'm gonna and I've started a new medicine that it's supposed to help with my diabetes. It's not insulin. It's I can't think of the name of it. It's an injection. When I think of it, I'll tell you at the end of the video. Hopefully, I can remember the name of it. Um, but anyway, I'm on my way to Decatur, Illinois, to a cemetery called Greenwood Cemetery. It's supposed to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in the United States, at least, or definitely the most haunted in central Illinois. I've made several videos, made several trips to that cemetery, and it has a creepiness to it that it's just undeniably strange. So we're going there today and just do some EVPs and kind of see if we can catch anything on our recordings. Also, I wanted to talk. Well, I'm waiting on my daughters to pick me up. We're riding in one car, so I'm waiting on her, and I just wanted to do the introduction of the video while I'm waiting. And I also wanted to talk about the young man who, because everybody's talking about this, Nolan Wells. He went on a trip. I think it was 4th of July. I hadn't gotten anything and no feelings about it, no um sort of psychic vibes about it, no energy. So I'm going to try to see if I can get something going. I mean, I've got my opinion about what happened, but it's really just an opinion. It's not anything extraordinary. Um, but I do know this. I can tell you this: something's not right. I might even do a tarot card reading on that situation. There's so much going on in this world, and I think I want to say in Canada somewhere. There's a child who's missing. This child, his last name is Wells, um, and he's been missing, probably getting close to 2 weeks. And I don't feel good about that at all. I think he's 9 years old or maybe 11. I'm not really sure. A lot of times I'll hear about these cases, but I'll purposely distance myself to see if I can get some kind of intuition going about it. And sometimes if I just talk about it and then I stop talking about it, I'll get flooded with just different feelings. Like with Nolan Wells. Now, I've started talking about that. And I don't talk about it to anybody. I don't think I've talked to anyone about it. Maybe briefly, I've mentioned it to my daughter, but no uh, deep conversations. And like I said, when I see it come on my news feed or if I see it somewhere, I purposely try to turn away because if I'm flooded with too much information, then I don't know if it's my intuition that's giving me answers or is it something that I've heard already. So that's what this video is going to be about today. I'm going to talk about Nolan Wells. If hopefully I can get some kind of uh, intuition going in that direction. And I also wanted to talk about a few feelings I'm getting about just in the world in general. Maybe I should just be more specific about that that outbreak of the parasite that's been found in different vegetables. And we should be washing our vegetables anyway. We really should be growing our own vegetables. That's what that's gonna be my goal. Try to start a garden, my own garden, just a small garden. That way I can be accountable for my own, vegetables. Um, so yeah. Let me just get that out of the way. Talking about this parasite. Um, s- and I don't mean to be a conspiracy theorist, but there was some neglect along the way, along the route. And I know they're saying that it's from human feces or someone using the bathroom near the crop, and then it sort of went here, there, and everywhere. And I think that's probably true, but that I think there's a little bit more to it than that. There's some neglect along the way. Um, so yeah, that's just the feeling that I get at this time. I might get something else later, but right now that's what I'm thinking. And like I said, not to fan the flames of conspiracy, but they're not telling us the total story, which I think we probably all have figured that out by now anyway. And then let me just talk about Nolan Wells again, real quick. Um, I feel like, and I know people have really speculated that race may play a big part of this, and it does. It really does. It plays more of a part of getting the case solved because it seems like people will make excuses, or let's think of it this way before we think of it this way. When you have experienced being, let's just say you've experienced discrimination and you've experienced it many times, you kind of know it. You just develop an instinct for something's not right. And I just have a feeling intuitively that because of his race, which I hate saying that word race, it's so man-made. But for lack of a better word, let's just say race. I I feel like it's not going to be really solved. We're going to it's like the same as my grandmother used to say, the same soup warmed over. They'll talk about it, protest, threaten, strike, or whatever the case may be, and it will not get solved. I don't see how it can. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I just don't see it getting matter of factly, definitely solved. But I'm going to tell you something. Two of the people that are involved in this, and this is not a threat, and I don't wish this on anyone. I don't wish anything bad on anyone. But I believe several people that know about this are going to have some serious issues to deal with in their life because karma has a way of just grabbing us. You can't get away from karma. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your parents, grandparents, great great grandparents built or who they were. Everybody is subjected to the ramifications of karma. So that's something I definitely see. At least two people involved in this is going to experience some type of deep negativity, and they'll know it's a result of the situation. And I hate to speak in code, but that's the best that I can do. I also believe, I want to talk about Nancy Guthrie real quick. That is, remember I was just telling you guys about being flooded with information to the point where I can't figure out if I'm using my intuition or if I'm getting information from the news, YouTube, different videos. And when it came to Nancy Guthrie, unfortunately, I listened to a lot of other people's opinions. even other psychics here on YouTube. I've watched their videos. So now I really can't get anything. I can't really get anything other than the video. I have a video that I made a couple months ago, and I felt at that time, and I still feel that way, that Nancy Guthrie is somewhere near water, a body of water. Watch that video and see what you think. I feel like, yeah, I'm not going to speculate what I feel like. Just watch that video and see what you think about that. So now I'm getting ready to go do a walkthrough, which I haven't done in a long time, in Decatur, Illinois, at Greenwood Cemetery. Doesn't Jefferson eventually turn into Clear Lake? Is that the one that eventually turns into Clear Lake?
Yeah, I think.
Did Jefferson run in that direction?
Turns into Madison, and then yeah, you can go that way.
Okay.
Madison. Oh, okay. So it is taking me. Okay. I got it.
Yeah, there's. Oh. You know what? I just saw a flash of red.
A flash of red?
Mm-hmm. I think I'm a... I thought I saw a flash, a red flash, or maybe I'm just imagining things because my daughter sensed that a spirit was telling her about a orange flag. What's that say?
You're not lying because I had like a fear of like driving off a cliff.
Yeah.
It was funny that he said that. Oh, that's not a chair.
Are you trying to find the devil's chair?
No.
Oh.
I was thinking it was a chair, but that's a tombstone.
Oh, that's a little baby.
Aww.
You gotta put your seatbelt on that D.
Oh, it's making it.
So I was like, why is it? I'm not picking him up anymore. I think he went back.
It's back there.
We're gonna run into him again.
Do you pick? Are you picking up on his name by any chance?
Mm-mm.
That's what, 15? Okay.
He said something about an orange flag.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Orange flag.
I just want to do an EVP over here. It's an awfully old headstone. I don't mean to stand on your grave. You want to know what's frustrating? When we entered the cemetery, there was a young man that greeted us. Of course, not in the physical world, but the three of us sensed him, and we were trying to figure out where he was buried. He was telling us to look for an orange flag, which we never could find. We looked all over the cemetery, no orange flags. But then just when we were going to take a break and leave the cemetery, I literally saw a soldier. Literally. Of course, we weren't filming. We were getting ready to take a lunch break. And this is where I saw him. He was right against this doorway. I had my daughter stop the car. Yeah, this is where I saw I literally saw a soldier. I didn't catch it on video, but I saw him. And then we noticed this tree. Let me turn it around. We noticed this tree, well, my daughter did. She noticed this tree has red. It's an oak tree. And it has, I don't know if you can see it, but it has red dripping down there. This is a wounded tree. I saw a soldier over here. I want to do this EVP, and I want to know if there was something I'm supposed to be listening for. Don't come with me, and I'm not trying to evoke you. I just saw you. I'm doing an EVP. It's like after someone has passed away, sometimes I can pick up on their energy and it'll come on this recording. And if you understand what I'm saying and you want to do it, go ahead and say your name. You have to use the energy to say your name. Henry Mueller, huh? Henry Mueller. I'm going to go around the side here. Looks like blood. See? And it's something running from here to there. Oh, it does. Ooh. Is that just normal come out of a tree? Is that normal?
I took a recording.
Interesting. I'll go over here. This one almost looks like it's open. Conklin? I'm not a tree expert, but I believe that's some sort of sap, some sort of damage going on with that tree. So maybe it's bacteria or something of that nature. But this is the conclusion of our trip to Greenwood Cemetery in Decatur, Illinois. We'll be back. This cemetery is so creepy and so haunted. You guys have got to, you got to visit the cemetery. And a lot of it we just couldn't capture on video. Like the soldier, I literally saw him. He was leaned against the door, either this door or the mausoleum that's next to this one. I just don't, I couldn't tell. Once we turned the corner and tried to come back, I couldn't tell. But I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Tomorrow again. Wishing you the best of the best.